Hey, my friends, I have a lot of pictures and I've come up with a lot of different ways to organize my pictures. Um, I've been scrapbooking for over 30 years and I finally found a system that I really like. It's let me track all the pictures and I want to share with you how I organize all my printed pictures today. So the first thing I did is I took all the pictures I had printed and there was a lot of them. I took them out and I started sorting through them. What I did is like my husband and me, my oldest son, my youngest son, and my daughter. Animals, just friends, that kind of thing. So I just started sorting them. And once I finished sorting all the pictures in a general pile, then I just picked them up and put them in a container, like just me and my husband. And I started with that one. And then I needed to come up with a way to sort them even further. So what I've done was I came up with envelopes. I didn't want to use the same envelopes, the regular envelopes, because they don't stand up as well. They're kind of flimsy. I didn't want to find something else to store somewhere else in my room, and I didn't want to purchase anything else. I had a bunch of white cardstock, so that's what I chose to use. Just like I use the heavier stock printer paper when I'm printing, so I decided to use that instead. So what I did, and I'll show this at the end of the video, I make these envelopes, and I'm able to put the pictures in here. This is when my youngest son was first born, and a copy of his birth certificate that I'll put with it. When he used to launch rockets with his dad. So all of the things from when he was growing up until he graduated high school and then went to college is in this light green color. Now in Google Drive, I have his folder all in the same thing, in the same type of a green folder. Now when he went to college and then eventually got married and had kids, I put in a darker folder. Now these envelopes will hold a lot. And I will show at the end of the video again how I made them. But these are all pictures of the Derby along with a program that I have. And I don't know how I'm going to sort these yet because I haven't got to these. What I do is I make sure that everything is either scanned into the computer that is available in Google Drive, and everything that's in Google Drive that I want to print is printed. I also do a folder that I want to put on a QR code because if I have a lot of pictures, I still want to use them, but I can add a QR code to my scrapbook page. Any videos that I find, I can also make a video of all the different photos that I didn't use. And that's a great way to put 40, 50, 60 pictures or a video added to the scrapbook page that people can scan the QR code and be able to use. So that's something I'll be doing on my pages. And the other thing as I did is if I had just one single picture of things, then I just generally wrote down, like this is his oldest daughter, her in a fire hat, and her Elmo lunchbox, and her Billy Kitty, her stuffed animal, and when she's learning how to play chess. So when I go when I look into Google Drive later and I'm comparing these, I make sure that I have a good printed picture. I make sure it's scanned in that I have it in Google Drive. And if there's any other pictures that I want to put with this. And when I do, I will take like this fire hat help and I will put it in its own envelope and decide that this is the way I want to do that. This has got 3 different ones in there again. This has got 3 different ones. This is all pictures of her school pictures and ballet, that kind of soccer and whatever else that she's done. Then I need to sort by year and figure out which year is which and put the dates on the back. So this box here is to let me know that I'm still these are the ones I'm still working on. I have my daughter is in light purple before she got married, and then I have the dark purple after she got married and had her boys. My youngest son is in orange. So I have a light orange from when he was growing up, and then I have the darker orange after he left and had his kids. I have all of the school pictures and things in here that I need to newspaper articles from when he went to Iraq, all of these different things in order to put together. I also have family portraits in a separate envelope that I want to go through, and I want to make sure, one, I have the dates, it's scanned into the computer, or I have all the pictures that I want to work on. So this is like my step 2 picture that I have. And then I have the one that I'm currently, these pictures are pretty much done and ready to go. So you see I have a lot more of these. These are all mine and my husband. This is him when he was born. And I have, this is crazy, his mom and his grandmother kept everything. And so this was, the little announcement thing that was on his crib when he was born. He's 65 this year. So, I mean, it's just, I have heritage photos. I'm going to be doing the same way. And when I get to those, I can do a video and show you. That's going to be a little bit different. So I have all of these pictures. I have pictures of me when I was 2, when I used to put the towel on my head, think I had long hair. All of his school pictures are in here. When we got married, I have pictures of just anything that has to do with me and him. Him playing with the grandbabies, getting the kids to sleep, that kind of thing. That's what all of these are. Now, these light blue ones that you see over here are our kids when they were growing up. So, like this one here, it's me and holding my babies, and my husband holding the kids. These are all family pictures of the kids when they were growing up, vacations that we went on. And then in the back, I have the darker blue is pictures of the family. This is like when my kids are getting married, when they've had their kids. So these are all family pictures of them grown up with their grandkids. So that's what all of these things here are. So some of these I've gone completely through. These dark blue ones are the ones I'm working on right now. And it is so easy to find. Like this one here, it's got a check on it. So I know this one has been, I know that I've scanned the pictures into the computer, and I know that I've printed every picture that I want to print, and I have the dates. So this one is ready to go. And like, see, here's another with the check. So when I finish it, I just put a check on it to make sure that I know that, okay, that folder has been done. When I get ready to scrapbook it, all I have to do is come here, grab this. Now, I do have one more part after this that I'll do for you. Hopefully, I get that released next week, and I'll be able to show you how I bring it all together. And it's so easy to track anything down. If I want to find, say, my wedding pictures, which I haven't done 45 years this Thursday, so I really need to get them done eventually. So I go through here, and I'm able to find my wedding pictures, and it's right here. I don't have a lot of wedding pictures because the guy's camera didn't work, so I do have just a few pictures that I'll do. And then if I want to find pictures of my husband, getting the kids to sleep, and I know that it's back here, so it's easy to track down any pictures. The other thing I did is like this color here. It's like this gold, black kind of a color here. That's going to be for any of our animals as the kids were growing up. And friends, miscellaneous type of a file. This, I have black here for Halloween. I have yellow for any summer parties that we've gone to. This dark pink is Renaissance festivals. This light pink is Camp Crazy, that what I have for my grandbabies every year, and now they're getting to where they bring friends. So we have a lot of fun that we do it for 4 or 5 nights, and the parents then go to vacation, that kind of thing. So that's this. And then we have Christmas is going to be in red. And see, this one here it's green, so it comes over here. So I have all of these pictures here. These are ones I still need to go through, because this is when I was working on this, and I put them back in here. So that needs to go through because I'm working on those. So this is how I'm going to store these, and it's in a drawer system in my closet, and I will be able to come in here and track down anything that I need really super easily. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, don't hesitate to leave it down below, because I will get back to you and answer any questions that you have. Don't let this get you overwhelmed. Literally just sit down, take your pictures, and sort through them. Just a major sort first by kid, that kind of thing. Don't worry about dates, that kind of thing. And then if you have to stop, that's why I have these envelopes like this. I can put them in just groups of pictures, like, okay, this group is all my oldest son. This is my daughter. This is my youngest son. This is pictures of me and my husband. And I just start going through them. When I have some pictures, I label it here. I stick them in the envelope, and I put it to the side. If I find another pictures that goes with that, it's easy enough to find it and add to it. Don't stress. It's fun looking at the pictures. You can get this done If you have questions or anything I can help you with, you guys let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Okay, so let's make these envelopes. So I have this Cricut, and this cutter. I don't particularly care for cutting, especially my pictures on this, because I miss the wire there. That's just my personal preference. But this is great for making these envelopes. So what I have on here is I have one of the scoring blades on here. Almost every cutter does come with a scoring blade. Even the Fiskars has a scoring blade that you can put on here. And I find that to be easier to do. So I just take 3 or 4 pieces of paper. And this is 1 inch right here. So I just put it here and I score 1 inch down that way. I do it a couple of times because I am doing more than one paper. I come on the other side and do the same thing, 1 inch. All right. So the other thing I do is I do want to measure 1 inch this direction. But I do just a little bit more than 1 inch. So I'll put that on the 3 right there. And then I want to come over this way a little bit on that side and a little bit on that side. This is just giving me a measurement. And I take my scissors, and this small one that I put up here at the top, I'm just going to cut across. And I put it across to, you see this line right here? I put it across there. You can see where it's cut there. And there's times I get a little aggressive with the score thing. And then I end up having a, one that's a little more cut than scored. Okay, so then you take the paper after you've scored it, and you're just going to fold it down over the 1 inch mark that you made, and the 1 inch mark over here. And you can use anything that you have that you normally score with. And then you just come up and fold this. And you could use regular envelopes, but like I said, I wanted to use what I had on hand. I didn't want to try to find something else to try to store, because God only knows I got enough to store. So you just mash that down. And then when you open this up, you see this little flap right here that you've made. This little tab that you cut, I'm going to put that in there. This other side, you put it in that same spot, and then it holds it in place. And these things will hold a lot without coming off. If it did come off, you just put a little dab of glue right here or something. Let me show you. And you're just going to put a little bit right here, and then you're going to stick it back in there, and it will hold it closed, but it won't close off the envelope. Like that. And then it holds together. It's something that I have on hand. It works. It stands up easily in my container. And these, by the way, it equals out to that this is like, I think 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 by about 6 1/4, something like that. So these fits a lot of the pictures. I hope this video helps you guys. Please leave any comments, questions, concerns down below in the comment box, and I will get back to you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.